Hey guys, sorry I'm a bit late. A bit late. Hey Taco, thanks. Hey Norwegian guy, where have you been, man? Haven't seen you in a long time. Hey Dream Blue, guten Abend. Voley, Vivek, Tentai, Wolf, Mr. Man. No stress, how's the family? We're good. We're good. Just tired. Today, last weekend, this weekend I just passed, we finished moving and clearing out our house. We already had moved last weekend, you know. Now we're leaving with the in-laws, but this weekend we had to like clean our house so that they can start the renos, you know. So we spent the whole weekend putting stuff in a big container storage, you know. So I'm sore again. Yep, it's life, you know. Yep. I fuck Granny Cookie, oh boy. Hey Tomb. Oh, the kids don't care. They're too young, Laconic, to even realize what's happening, you know? We're just staying a long time at Grandma's house. We're just gonna stay a long time and sleeping over for like many months at you know, Grandma's house. It's all good, you know? They don't care. They don't give a shit. What was I doing at the corner here? Wasn't there some other game that we're doing? Shit, I don't know. There's only gonna be 4? Should we leave room for a third, like a 5th game there? Hey, movie man. Yeah, we go there almost every weekend, Laconic, so they like it there. Hey, LG. I'll be careful, Volley. Don't worry. DC, how did the in-laws take it when you told them you will be drawing a little game in their house? Well, they know that I've been working and making games for a long time, for many years, before even sometimes like I still do that, so they don't, you know, they don't know. They don't even know what a video game is, you know. They're old. Okay, don't worry. Hey, Frame. Cunnilingus, how's it going on? Some will be Dream Blue eventually. I mean, we're probably not gonna have any after when we release the tech update, but after Ronda's story, maybe we'll have one playable in there. I know it's super outdated, but a love tester. What's that again? That sounds familiar. Hey, Mike's Gaming. How about an arcade version of the game Eric plays at his house? Yeah, maybe. You mean like World of Orcat? Like, it should be an orc fighting game here, right? This one here? I think that'd be pretty funny. Or like a Muay Thai fighting, you know? It should be like an orc game or a Muay Thai. Something related to Somerville, you know? A fortune telling machine? Those exist? Hey, Various. Prize Hog? Prize Hog, you excited about having your character be in this place? Your new job. Hey, pile driver. Oh, I see NWP. Yeah, I think I remember that. Do your in-laws make fun of your chosen profession or its lack of pirated bloating vessels? No, the in-laws don't care. They don't even understand what a computer is. That's what I was thinking. A game like or game. Yeah, maybe. Mortal Knockers? Mortal Kombat Mortal Knockers? Oh boy. Maybe. Yeah, these machines are barely going to be visible. Those at the back here, so they don't really count. What's important is like figuring this out. This is good. This is good. This is good. I don't know which game it's going to be, but we'll figure it out. And then in the corner here, we can add like another thing. I don't know what though. Maybe we should add like a candy machine, popcorn machine. It's weird that it'd be there though, right? It should be all games, no? We could do a punching bag thing. What is it called? Not the punching bag, but the what's it called? The strength test or whatever. You know, the punching bag strength calculating thing. I forget what it's called. Deer Hunter. No. Would Clyde be really good at that? Is Clyde really good at that? Because if we do the punching thing, then that kind of ties in with the whole Muay Thai thing, right? Like the more you train, the higher dexterity, like agility is or whatever, right? Dexterity, it's like maybe you do better at this or the strength. You know, maybe you need both the strength and dex to be higher. You know? And then it gives you the score at the back here or something. You know? Senpai? Hey Xana. Xana, what other arcade game should we put in here? I'm thinking the punching bag is good, right? The claw machine is great. The punching bag is great. The arcade fighter game is great. The DDR is great. And then the racing game is great. It's like all the like classics, right? I think that covers it all, you know? It covers everything. Shooting games are always there. Yeah, but there's no room for shooting games. I kind of have like a shooting game is kind of the same as this, I find. It's sort of the same as a fighting game. It's the same machine. It's just instead of a joystick, you have a gun. You know. You know what I mean? It's the same, right? Basketball game, yeah, we can reuse the mini game. I know. That's what I said at first. I was like, let's just reuse. Oh no. What's the anime light gun game where you shoot the girls to take their clothes off? We could do that. I mean, if we wanted to, it's one thing that I think it's something that Stray wants a lot more now. Like mini games that are related to like the adult content of the game. So, I mean, the fighting mini game could just be World of Orchid where you're fighting Orchid girls naked, you know? I don't know. The racing game could just be like a naked girl riding the bike. I don't know. I mean, we could try. Air hockey? I don't know. I don't think so. A light gun? Definitely better than lame-o punching bag. Is it? The punching bag kind of like relates to the whole training thing at the gym, you know? So I kind of like that angle, right? It's connected to something else that's occurring in your life, in the game, and in the world, you know? If it's just a bunch of games, I don't know. Quarter token machine? Yeah, that's at the entrance though, Zeno. It's like here at the entrance. So on the right side is gonna be the arcade. That's the arcade, and that's gonna be the bowling, right? What I'm looking for. And this is gonna be the bowling alley. It's not 100% done yet, but the arcade is like, I don't know. Hey Arbiter, how's it going? Kyoto. Current links, I don't know. DDR, maybe, you know, people will get a little crazy on there. A pinball? Is it hard to code a pinball minigames tray? You start shooting monster girls? Maybe. Maybe. Listen, we can switch one of these. Here's the thing, right? I feel like this game here, the claw machine, I think if anything, that should be removed. You know why? Because the kind of things that you win in there, right, is usually like plush toys, like little cute things, right? Which we can already buy at the Cupid store. You know, it's redundant. Like, we already have that elsewhere, correct? While this is more of a game, I think. This is definitely a game. Like, these two are almost not fully arcade-like. I don't know. I would rather keep this, though, than this, I find. No? Like, the claw... I don't know. It's like the stuff that you win in there, you can buy at the Cupid store. So it's like... So if we're gonna remove something, I think I would remove this, and let's do a shooter game here. Like, if you guys really want a shooter... Yeah, but the claw machine, we don't need it, Stray. While the punching bag, it kind of relates to the whole dexterity, strength training that you do in the Muay Thai, like... And then you can impress a girl on a date that you're strong. I don't know. You know, it's like this relates to what you've been doing in a town, right? This could relate to the Eric stuff, like World of Orchid and all that, right? So this could relate to all that kind of stuff. This could relate to all the training that you do, you know? Okay, it's a stat check. So what? It's part of maybe the dating, you know? If you take a girl there and you fail at punching and you have the lowest score, she's gonna be like, oh boy. You know? Like, we can make it fun, you know, at least. But, and here we can do the shooting game if you guys really want to shoot things, because, you know, you guys love guns. Let's do shooting. Low score, no sex tonight. You score low, no sex tonight. This is all coming from Mr. Not everything should be weirdly convenient. But it's not weirdly convenient. Like, this is kind of hidden. Like, it's a game in the arcade that sort of relates to the training that you're gonna do somewhere else in the town. Like, it's not weirdly convenient. It's just convenient in a certain sense if you find it and it's part of the story and during a date. You know, the claw machine is like, oh, a plush toy that I can already buy somewhere else already. Like, really? You prefer that over it? No. Wrong. Next. Wrong. Okay, I'm gonna do the shooting game, but I don't know what it should look like. I could copy this machine and be a lazy cookie, you know? I could... air hockey, it just takes too much space. Like, I don't have space to do that. Like, air hockey tables are huge, you know? Just too much. Claw machine actually has a mechanic to it. Okay, but what are you suggesting? That we redo the Cupid store and give it a different purpose? Like... Punch adds literally nothing. What do you mean it adds nothing? It's a mini game. It's a game at the arcade. Like, you know, what does the racing game add? Are you talking strictly mechanic wise? Like, who cares? Half the user base doesn't even want minigames in the game. It's weird that you care about that. Ding dong, your opinion is wrong. I win. Because I'm the only one in the voice chat. Stray can't fully defend himself right now. I have him cornered. Street Fucker 2? Oh god. It's like Street Fighter, but you're just fucking people. Oh no. Forget about the games. Where's the female employee? Yeah, we don't have that. Just 2 dudes working there. There might be a female employee at one point. I don't know. But right now, no. But Missy's sister, DC. Shooting bad guy game or a big game hunter rifle kind? I don't know. If it's a big game hunter rifle thing, it's gonna have to be a game about shooting centaurs, right? Correct? You're hunting centaurs, correct? We have to do this. Neon dicks, yeah. Okay, but what's in the claw machine? Stray, what's in the claw machine? Hey, Dog Crow. How about a female gamer? Yeah, that's June. Gorilla centaurs? Yeah, those are hot. Time to just combine the motorcycle game and the shooting game into one. I mean, we could. Listen, I think the claw machine is cool, but the whole like gifting stuff to girls during dates, I realize is really part of the Cupid store. You know, it's like separate from the arcade. Like you can buy jewelry for them at the Cupid store. You can buy like plushies and flowers and all that. Like the claw game is really is a gift attaining minigame. You know, I don't know if it really has a purpose when we already have that. It's the only thing, right? What are you saying, me, Sploosh? Wait, what? Is that a mini game that you're shooting? You're shooting anime girls and they love you when you shoot them or something? That is so weird. That is so bizarre. Hey, Hugh Janus, what's up? If Maisie can't ask Josephine to this place, I might be mad. Josephine might like it there. Yeah, it's possible for sure. It's possible. Okay, if we do a shooting game, it's gonna be here, and it's 2 people, right? Okay, Sploosh. Honestly, though, if we do a shooting mini game, right? Is it shooting girls' clothes off, or is it gonna be like hunting? You know, we need to pick one or the other. All right. Okay. Come in the dev chat, because I need to talk. Because Stray is like 8 minutes behind in the stream, which is fucked up. I don't know why. Probably because he lives in Europe. But anyway, different topic. Just come in the voice chat so we can be on the same page, you know? I need the devs in here so we can like settle this once and for all. Because I can't continue with the background without knowing exactly what we're going to do with these machines.
All right, I'm here. Calm down.
I'm very calm.
The hunting game's funny, like hunting centaur girls.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not really lewd and it's kind of dark, right?
Well,
like,
it's kind of lewd if the centaur girls are naked, but yes.
like you shoot them and they die. Like, is that how it goes?
I don't know. That's kind of dark. I don't know. Maybe you put them to sleep and you. At the end of the game, when you win, you put them in the back of your truck to take home. Like, I don't know. It could be all sorts of
just hog-tied centaur girls.
Yeah. It's just
Tie one
super-
to the front of your hood. Just over
Yeah,
the
yeah,
hood.
and the guy leaves like a redneck. It looks like Clyde, and he's just like kind of like pervy face, like, oh yeah, I got me some centaur girls, you know. I mean, we could make it funny,
It
or
is funny. Yeah, I like it.
or the game is just like a shooting, like just like a target, and then wherever you point on the girl and you shoot, it like one or a piece of clothing flies off or explodes or something.
Yeah, I like that idea a little bit more, only because we have the Centaur girl already, right?
I know.
So it's kind of like why double up on it?
Centaur taxidermy.
It is really funny though. I'll give you that.
um,
But yeah, I think you just have a like imagine you're just looking at a background of a school or like a mall or something, and like a girl will pop out for a second, and if you shoot her, like her clothes explode, and she's like, and then she disappears, and then the next girl
Mhm.
pops out, and you shoot her, and it's like, ah. And then like maybe we'll have like every once in a while like just like a fat guy with a cheeseburger will pop out, and you shoot him, and it's game over, or just something silly like that.
Okay, let's ask.
Maybe a school background is not the greatest. setting
Yeah,
for
yeah, shooting
game.
people at a school.
Yeah, that's
is-
why. Yeah, that's why I immediately went to mall. I don't know if that's any better though.
We could just make it like maybe like a carnival. I don't know.
Man.
It's like girls on a stage and you just shoot their clothes off. Like I don't know. We could make it stupid, but
Or they could be like evil zombie girls or something, and you shoot them and their clothes fly off.
that'd
like,
be cool.
Make them like kind of
sexy,
cutesy.
like sexy zombie girls.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it even works with the House of the Dead, which was like a very popular light gun game.
Just make it water guns and they get wet T-shirts. Yeah, but maybe.
That's not terrible.
Yeah, it could be that. And then you see
Oh,
through
but
their
their clothes
when you shoot the
exploding.
pieces.
Their clothes exploding off of them is really funny, though. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens when you get them wet enough. Like first it's see-through, then they explode.
Okay, my question is straight. What kind of mechanic do you see for the fighter minigame and for the shooting minigame?
So for the fighting minigame,
Yeah.
like, unless we want to do something completely different, I
Yeah.
don't see why we wouldn't reuse what we already have.
Yeah, for fighting. Okay, fair.
Yeah, it's like we could do more animation, not animation frames, but more like attack frames than we have in the existing combat.
Mm-hmm. Well, if it's about fighting like an orchette, like a sexy orchette girl, and whenever you successfully attack her, maybe she loses a piece of clothing. We could have a few bodies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. We could do that,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
but it depends, because if we were to change the mechanics enough to make it actually more, I guess, because the way it plays at the moment is you're pressing the combination in the right order, right? It's basically like follow the combo game.
Yeah.
If we were to keep that mechanic, then I think we'd just do it the same way. If we were to change that mechanic, then it would probably have a wider impact, because it seems weird to have a more complex arcade game than you do for the actual combat in the game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I think it should be the same. Okay, that's fine. What about so for the shooting, how do you see it happening? Because like for the shooting mini game, like, you know what I mean? Is it a you can never lose kind of game, or can you lose, right? Because if it's all about characters pop up really quickly in sequence, like kind of like a guacamole sort of thing, right? Guacamole, and it's like if you click the wrong one, you lose or something like that, or is it just a character comes up and you have a timer where you have to shoot all the pieces of clothing off before the timer runs out or something, Or is there no losing and you just have to shoot all the pieces of, I don't know.
It depends how different
Losing
we
it
want to
just
make
be
the
a high
games
score
we
kind
have,
of thing.
because we already have the shooting range minigame with Clyde, and we already
True.
have the click the right item thing in Diane's garden.
True.
So it's
Mhm.
kind of like a hybrid of the two,
Yeah.
and it's like, how different do you want to make it to what we already have, sort of thing.
Yeah. It's just that, like, I think that all the mini games in the arcade should probably have a fail, right? Like a win and a fail, correct?
I know
Makes
what I'd
sense.
like to do with it, but it's kind of probably overcomplicated for the amount of games we're looking to add here.
Okay.
But if you've ever played Time Crisis, then having like a front-on view where stuff pops out and you have like a window to shoot it, whatever. But
Yeah.
there's multiple scenes where people can pop out and you kind of progress through it slightly, versus more of the like Duck Hunt style where it's just like you're looking at the screen, it never changes and stuff just moves around for you to hit.
You're progressing through a castle or some shit.
Okay, so what kind of gun do we have on the shooter game?
You just typically have the holster and there's a red one and a blue one, I think.
Oh, like a handgun?
Usually they're rifles, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're longer. They're all very colorful looking, so they look fake as hell.
Yeah.
They used to have, well, I don't know. The ones I played, you have two handguns, one red, one blue.
I think the handgun might be a bit better. I think the assault rifle one is usually if it's like a military game, you know?
Yeah, it depends on the setting.
Handgun works well as, if you're on a date and you're showing off for a girl, and one can just pick up both handguns at once.
Oh yeah,
go one
true,
in each hand.
True.
On the same hand,
You
if
do that
you're
with assault rifle, it just kind of looks more dumb.
Oh, and they're free floating. They're like in a holster. Is that what you're saying? Oh.
Yeah, and then they're attached to a metal cord, aren't they?
Yeah.
You could do that for showing off, but if it's like a rifle, you could have a pose or a scene where he helps her shoot, like gets behind her and helps her hold it.
Yeah. True.
You can do that with a handgun too, though. You don't have.
Yeah,
it's not
we could
exclusive
do
to
the
rifle.
handgun. It's fine. Yeah. I think the handgun is a bit more like casual, you know, not military as much. I think it's better because the minigame is about shooting clothes off, right? So. Okay, let's
you could change it to a Dirty Harold shooter.
Oh yeah, true.
Tie with that the movie.
From the movie, yeah, true. Maybe, yeah, we could do something like that.
Tie it
in, yeah, and he's shooting clothes off of like zombie girls. Though. It doesn't have to be zombies.
Dirty Harold in the House of the Dead.
Dirty Harold in the House of the Dead. We could do something like that.
It's a whole series franchise.
Yeah, within Somerville. All right. Okay. I think this is pretty good. And I'm gonna add different colors of like arcade games. I think in the back. Do we want something on the walls? Because I still don't know what I want to do with the lighting in this room. Right? Obviously, a lot of light is going to come from the machines. But do we have ceiling lights and do we have floor lights? I kind of want to do the Tron floor lights. I think those would be really cool.
Ideally, the floor would be like black carpet with like the noisy neon pattern on that you could have lights set into if you wanted, and then the walls would be, I guess, plain black, but you could put posters or graffiti on them or something.
You usually don't want arcades too bright because all the light comes from the arcades themselves and reflecting off the games.
Yeah.
It's usually just like a few neon lights at the top, dark flooring, and just lights for the game.
Tuku, no, women are not ducks, okay?
If it quacks like a duck.
Oh boy.
I mean, if you're going to do that, then you just make the game called Cuck Hunt.
Oh god.
Starring Captain.
Okay. Are we still gonna do? Yeah. Okay.
The other games, like, is the DDR ripoff gonna have a bunch of posters, or are you just gonna have like one or two?
Oh, I don't know about that yet. The DDR, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's front and center.
Yeah, I know, but like, I don't know if. Yeah. Like, a lot of this stuff is going to be a bit generic, I think, for now, and I'm going to customize them a bit better when we add the content, you know?
I mean, this is mostly going to be for the dating stuff, right?
Yeah. But it'll be part of some stories. Like, I think in Run the Story, we're going to use this here, so.
Will you be winning prizes, or is this just fun and games?
I think the idea was that in the lobby, you have to purchase, like, you spend in-game money to purchase tickets here to use on the machines. You know what I mean?
The tokens, yeah.
Like tokens, whatever. Yeah. And here it's similar. It's like you rent shoes, so it's like $10 for renting the shoes, and then it allows you to play or something. You know. So instead of tokens, it's shoes basically. But yeah.
Right.
And that's it. Like, so it's pretty straightforward, right? So I don't know if we're gonna have a certain, because let's say you buy 10 tokens, right? From this place, okay, to go play in the arcade. Where do you see that currency, that new currency? You know what I mean? Or do you pay a flat fee, and you can only play 1 or 2 mini games? Depending on how much energy, like you can only play 1 mini game, and it consumes a tick of time in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe whenever you're done with the game, it gives you the option to jump to another one. Like, should I play anything else? Nah, I'm too tired.
I don't think the mini games need to tick time, because like compared to the other things we have ticking time in the game, like that would severely limit what you could do here, and maybe. That's the intent, but I figure most of the time you're going to be coming here probably in the evening, so you'd only have 1 tick and then you're done.
Yeah, the tokens could go in an inventory, yeah, for sure. Like, I'm just trying to think out loud, like, what are the options here, right?
The tokens couldn't go in the inventory, because then whatever you do with tokens, you're introducing a secondary currency, and you can't manage that as an item, because they're not.
I'd have it work so, like, you go in and you purchase your tokens for like $15 or whatever, and you basically get 3 tokens, and you can play any 3 games in the place, and we can show that on the screen somehow, like 3 tokens somewhere. And as soon as you're done with the 3 tokens, time will tick forward.
And you wouldn't want to have those tokens simply in your inventory?
I would get rid of this entire concept of tokens. You get there, you pay to play in the arcade for the evening, and then you're done. You play in the arcade for the evening. If you
I
leave,
think that'd be best.
If you leave and come back, you have to pay again. But we don't have to overcomplicate it with tokens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it's similar with the shoes, right? It's like you pay a flat fee to play the evening, basically, right? Like
Like entering a theme park. The moment you leave, you leave and come back, you got to pay again or something. Just like once you leave the area, your time limit's done.
Yeah. Okay, we could do that. Yeah.
Because I mean, with the tokens, especially if we're counting them separately, but there was enough confusion just talking about it, so people that are not reading everything are going to have a far harder time with that. It's just not worth it.
You just have the person who you're talking to explain, all right, pay right here, all right, you can play until you leave, and then explain like that.
Yeah. Okay. This is fine. I'm gonna keep working on this.
That's actually how most arcades work in the area I live. It just you pay a flat fee and then you can play for the full time you're there.
Okay.
What were you thinking for the punching game? Just it's a flat result based on your strength.
No, I was thinking like a mini game that I don't know, maybe like a timing mini game or a power up or a build up, similar to the strength mini game. I don't know. It's something to get a high
basketball
score.
Where it counts how many times you hit it.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But it's something related to maybe strength and dexterity. I don't know. I'm just trying to add variety here for the type of games. Like there's a dancing game, there's a racing, there's a shooting, there's a fighter, there's a punching. Like I don't know, little things. I mean, we could swap it with anything else really. It's just I haven't really thought of anything better really. So.
I don't really see a boxing stuff at arcades much. Usually it's like those strength mini game where you squeeze something.
No, it's the hammer, right?
Not the hammer, not like the big mallet you see at a fairs, but like there's a string thing where you squeeze it, and the stronger you are, the light goes higher. It's the same concept as a mallet, but there's no giant fucking mallet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but like horrendously dull to watch visually happen.
They are horrendously dull looking, like for sure.
You still see them everywhere though.
Yeah, I mean you see them, you see them in like a Waffle House.
Waffle House.
I've
I
seen
think
that
the
shit in a
punching
Waffle
bag.
House.
I think the punching bag thing is actually kind of fun, given the context of like the girls and stuff and seeing the different results.
Yeah.
Like I think there's a lot we could do with that dialogue on the date wise and stuff.
More than like playing a racing game.
Mhm.
Well, if it's a dual racing game where you can race against each other.
Yeah, for sure, but it's it's like what kind of crazy outcome can you see from like racing game?
Maybe you could, if they have like, because some racing games have where you can switch gears, where MC or the other person moves their hand to switch the other person's gear and crashes them or something.
Hmm.
And the Liquid, I think if we were to have arm wrestling, it'd probably be a better fit for the biker bar than here.
Yeah. Hmm.
I think I would prefer a whack-a-mole game to the punching one, purely because there's like actual game to it, and you could still do daft stuff with other people in the hammer. But
It'd be pretty similar to the shooting thing, wouldn't it? Just
Yeah,
like
the shooting thing is
each ball.
basically whack-a-mole.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
We should
I mean,
change the old shooting minigame with Clyde too, by the way, where instead of the targets just randomly appearing, it should just be like a set 10 targets and you just knock them down and then the minigame's over.
It'd make more sense.
it goes on quite a while as it is.
Yeah, I
Agree
fucking
that.
hate it.
And it makes more sense visually.
It's also
You
not
just-
quite whack-a-mole because they never vanish until you hit them. I don't think, do they? If they
They
do,
do.
I mean, we could revisit the minigame one if we revisit Roxy's story for sure, but
It would play better that way, and it would be visually different to the shooting minigame here in the arcade, where it's more like whack-a-mole, where they appear and then disappear, and you have you have to be quick to hit them.
Some like bad targets where if you hit that, lowers your score or something. Like the Men in Black scene at the very beginning where he shoots a little girl in the head.
hold on, guys.
All I know is I have so many mini games I'll be able to test. Hooray!
Many minigames you'll be able to fail horribly for no
I was gonna
reason.
say, like
There's
it's
only-
valuable, but if you're only testing the fail path, it's kind of
Yeah,
let's go to the
yeah.
other half.
There's only been one game I had a problem with that goddamn music mini game.
For the date, will there be a likable meter? Yeah, likability meter. Yeah, probably. Yeah. You know, have to go on like successful dates to have them like you enough to take off their panties for you. You know.
How much do you know about that, DC? When was the last time you went on it?
Oh my God. Well, you know, we used to go to drive-ins back in my day.
What are you, like 80?
Okay, listen.
Some sody pop?
What are we doing with these mini games? Is this good, or are we changing some of them? Because I'm not gonna do the art for them if
good.
we're gonna change them like completely.
So it goes the fighting game, punching game, shooter, DDR, and the racing game.
Yeah, but are we cool with all of those?
I think 5's enough.
Yeah, but are we cool with the ones that we've selected or not?
I mean, I still don't like the punching one, but it seems like other people do, so whatever.
Like, this is
It has
good. This is
These.
good.
I think they all have.
Good. Good. It's only the punching one that we're not good with, right?
I'm good with all of it.
Is
Yeah, I'm
this-
good with
is
all
the
of it,
shooting
yeah.
to be a double cabinet, or is that going to conflict with the DDR?
Sorry, what?
I said, is the room for the shooting one to be a double cabinet? So each player gets their own screen.
Oh,
Or is that
it was
not
supposed to be on the same screen, but
Oh, I see.
yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. I don't think it's...
I think there's good amount of variety. I think that works.
Should I move things over to give a little bit more room for those 3 games on the left there? Maybe.
Although they're kind of there.
They're a little cramped up.
Move everything to the right a little bit.
You could, as long as
Are
there's-
you
Yep.
are you adding some like unclickable machines in there to make it look a little bit more busy?
Yeah, yeah. There's gonna be one like back here. There's gonna be one here. There's gonna be one here. Yeah.
Okay.
So the lighting and stuff will just change it all around.
Yeah. We're just trying to space it out a little bit better. It's not too crazy. Okay.
Reward you with tickets to claim prizes.
Yeah.
Though. You don't typically find them at video game arcades. So
Yeah,
much.
exactly.
I mean, I see that there's a basketball mini game at my movie theater that's just like you shoot baskets to see if the movie starts.
Yeah.
I never played it because I fucking suck at basketball.
I thought Mr. Bubbles was the best at basketball.
I'm more of a football guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, when he's not skulking in the bushes.
Football hand egg or football soccer?
Boop. I don't know. What's soccer? What?
We're not gonna start, right?
I'm just clarifying here.
Oh.
No opinion, no judgment, just clarifying.
Yeah.
Football as in American football.
American football. The other you mentioned outlines in the game are colored. Oh yeah, they're code. Yeah. Straight, you want to answer that? I don't know. Somebody asked about why I didn't do the outlines on the buttons the other day, and I was like, oh, because we're gonna do that in code. And I guess he's asking like clarification on that.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So, yeah, effectively, that's pretty much it. So the buttons at the moment, they all have the outline baked into them. So it's just a quite thick black outline around all the clickable objects. But in the tech update, we're moving that outline to be defined in code, which means in the preferences you'll be able to choose, at the very least, the color of that outline. So for people that have a hard time seeing the black outlines or picking it out, they'll be able to choose a color that makes it show up more vibrantly to them. And also looking into whether we can allow the player to vary the width of that, but that's less certain at this point.
There you go. So yeah, it's actually kind of useful.
And it also means that we can remove the outlines completely when we're using the same art for background shots, or like the blurred dialogue backgrounds and stuff. So you don't have the big fat black lines show up in that.
Yeah, when is the colorblind mode? Yeah. Jeez. Accessibility options.
Do we want the inside of this to be beige? Like, it'll be dark beige, but it'll be beige. Is that weird?
I don't know. I think it should be black.
Yeah, black, like really dark.
Yeah, the problem is like there's a pattern on the walls.
So the way you have it in the counter shot where you've got the zigzag on the wall, if you just make the arcade side the zigzag black, and then you can have whatever color on the other side.
Yeah, like it's transitioning.
Yeah, so it goes beige to purple to black, maybe across the wall, like that.
I see what you mean.
Yeah,
yeah, we could do that.
Going on near us, that's usually how it goes.
Okay. I think that might work actually.
Brunch. Saga's a Renpai game, so it already supports screen readers. You just have to enable it. I believe it's typically the V key or Shift V to turn it on, and then it should read the dialogue to you aloud, provided you have a compatible screen reader on your computer.
So smart.
Okay, this is good.
The zigzag in the main background goes the other way.
Yeah, I'm gonna change it.
Ah, okay.
I'm gonna try to do something more like so that it transition differently. I think if it goes like, if we do something like this, I think it might be better. You know, do something like that. So it goes from like beige to purple to black. You know. I think that's best.
Studio.
Yeah. It'll be all right. Okay, this is gonna be.
Do you already have somebody who's supposed to be working here?
Yeah. It's Eric's two friends that he meets at the comic book store or whatever.
Oh,
Justin and what's the other one?
You see them so rarely.
I know. You see only him once or twice.
Justin and Carl.
Justin and Carl. There you go.
Them.
Might end up with June working there too if we want a female working there.
Yeah, she could work there on the weekends maybe or something.
Yeah.
Because she's at school.
Little side job.
It could be evenings, I guess. Yeah,
I mean, she doesn't really do anything on weekends, right? She's in the computer room most of the time.
Put her over on the arcade side, dressed up as like a futuristic space girl, sexy space girl.
You mean an orchette?
Oh god.
How
I think that's what you meant.
Futuristic, sexy space girl conjure an orchid in your mind?
That's a jump.
No,
I mean, there's a Warhammer 40k futuristic orc.
It's because Justin and Carl got to pick her uniform, right?
Mm-hmm.
They massive orc fans as well.
I mean, they're friends with Eric.
Well, yeah, but
Carl's more into goblins in the dialogue.
oh, that was it. Yeah.
The goblins. Okay.
And Justin was more into elf girls. So Eric's the lone orchette lover.
And they're all alone in their own house.
Come on.
I don't know about that. You saw the price of the toy on eBay, so clearly there were other bidders.
Yeah.
Hey, Cloud. I prefer Slee Stack Girls? What is that? I have no clue what that is.
What is that?
Do you know what that is, Anna?
Yeah, you never heard that? And that's like an older thing.
I don't know.
The like fucking Land of the Lost, the lizard people things, like 70s shit. I never even watched it, but it's one of those things that people reference occasionally.
I guess I'm too young. You guys are boomers.
Yeah, okay.
According to Google image search, it's a lizard person with no nose and giant eyes.
Yeah, not sexy at all.
But yeah, never heard that term.
I mean, you're the one with how many kids now? Are you on like kids number 6 now?
How many kids you got? You're saying that like I got an army of them.
I mean, you were breeding them like that for a while.
Yeah, for a while there, for 3 years, it was like one a year. It was
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're having another one. Who would have guessed?
I got 3, alright?
I'm changing
For
the
now.
color of pylons. No slee stack allowed.
Took DC quite a while to master the pullout.
I never did. He had to get the snip
Yeah,
instead.
I never mastered it. I failed at it too many times.
He definitely didn't master it. You see how he even makes the game? It's like, I could do the easy way, or I could do this. Add more and more and more.
You guys are so uncultured. No Vernians here, I guess. No.
How many parents are in the dev team, other than you?
Mine right? Mine right, are you a parent?
I am not a parent. No.
Oh, there you go. So I think it's just me with kids.
Damn.
So far, I mean, we don't know much about Stray. Stray might have 8 kids. We don't really know.
And
Yeah, that's
never
true.
will.
I mean,
I'm a dog parent. Does that count?
Oh, no.
Oh God, you're not one of those people.
He's a.
I'm actually maybe getting another one here soon.
You're gonna have 2 dogs.
I'm gonna have 2 dogs.
Do you like
Plus
walking and
bonus
picking up their poop that much?
I love it. It's the best.
People love pets. My sister has a dog, 2 cats, a bunny, a bird, a fish.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I mean, you already have 3 goblins you have to take care of.
Yeah. Well, we have 2 little hamsters that I was opposed to.
Plus, your kids get you sick all the time, so there's that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
Actually,
if I
it's been a while.
What's that?
It's been a while since you've been sick.
Yeah.
That's true. Plus, you still gotta pay for them whenever you come to Disney. It's gonna be pricey with all those kids.
Yep. I know.
It was gonna be pricey just for you and CC. Now you got a whole unit.
Yeah, I don't know when we're gonna go though. Maybe I don't know actually.
We've been talking about that for like 5 years now. So
I know, but COVID like kind of the thing too is like I want to go when they're old enough to all enjoy it. You know.
I totally get that. That is the thing. I mean, I see enough people over there. I'm like, that kid's not gonna fucking remember this shit.
Yeah, not just that, but like at a certain age when they're so young, not only they don't remember, but they can't even do half the things. You know.
Oh, for sure. I mean, well, that's a good thing about Disney, though. There's a lot of rides that have like no high requirement. They're very accommodating for most things.
Yeah.
Compared to like Universal or Busch Gardens, Disney is way more relaxed about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other aspect is that if one of the kids can't go on a ride, then that means you can't go on the ride because someone has to stay with them.
Yeah.
Not entirely. There actually is a system there where if you have 2 parents there, they will allow you to stand by the side to hold one child, and then when the ride's over, you can switch out, and the other parent can get off
really?
and take care of the child. So that actually is a system there.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to go a different direction when you started. It's like, no, they have a system. It's a series of coat hangers, and you just hang your kid on the coat hanger and then go on the ride, and it's all good.
I thought it was worse than that. I thought it was like, no, there's an employee that'll just take your child for a while. I'm like, I'm good.
Although to be fair, when Sploosh said, "Oh, they just have a coat hanger system," I was like, "What? How preemptive are they trying to be?"
Well, if it makes you feel better, DC, I'm going there again on Thursday.
Again?
Dude, I go like every other week or every other week.
Are you luring women there? Like, what's going on?
Dude, it's a 45-minute drive away from my house. It's fucking chill. They have good food there too.
Oh, and don't you have like a platinum pass
I
for
have
it or
a,
something?
yeah, I have an anal. I can have an anal pass. I can go on any weekday.
And
Damn.
where
An
else
anal
is-
pass?
No, no,
Anal. Freak.
anal pass.
That's a, puts
I
a whole
said
different spin
platinum.
on those poor people in the mascot costumes, doesn't it?
Platinum, I said. Platinum.
No, it's $400, and I can go almost any weekday for the entire year.
For free. Well, for the
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the you pay $200 up front, and then it's $15 a month after that
Oh, I see.
until it's paid off.
Boy, I bet you're fighting off the ladies with something like that.
I mean,
never
actually,
know.
I have a few
I
friends
can
that are
go to
jealous
Disney
as fuck.
anytime I want, ladies. That's right.
You never know.
Yeah, I have my little Bubbles name tag. I hide in the bushes and watch people. It's great.
I was going to say,
I'm just repping the
there's
game,
some
you know
off-color
me.
jokes to be had here about there is probably a certain age demographic of women that would be very into having a Disney pass.
Yeah.
Probably not appropriate.
Probably not appropriate.
Actually, you'd be insanely surprised how many like 20, 30-year-old single ladies there are at that park.
Yeah.
There's a wide demographic.
They're all super weird
Now,
and crazy, and like, they still dress as princesses, but they're cool.
Oh, the amount of people that dress up like characters is crazy. Like, I like Disney, legit, but I wear shorts, like khakis, and a black shirt. But girls wear so much princess shit over there. It's weird.
But DC, you wouldn't be into it if Mama Cookie just showed up one night like dressed as Cinderella?
I'd be weirded out at first. I'm not gonna lie.
DC just like climb up to her here, eat this apple. Yeah.
It's a little weird, but I'll get used to it.
Yeah, you'll get used to it real fast, I think.
I mean, you guys already know I don't like June and like the Orchette stuff, so I don't like cosplay or dressing up shit.
Really?
Not at all. I love June as a character. I hate the Orchette
Well,
stuff.
you've never been to a convention where people,
Oh, I've been to
cosplay?
lots of conventions. It's just not my thing. Like, especially when they try to get into character, I'm like, nah, this is weird.
Okay, so you're there to enjoy the cosplay, but you're too cool to cosplay.
No, I've cosplayed before.
Okay.
Getting
Yeah.
mixed messages here.
Yeah, I'm getting mixed messages.
I'm into the cosplay aspect, but like the sexual, like fucking with cosplay, not for me.
Oh.
That aspect is just like when if you want to act like the character, or it's weird.
Hmm. What do you think?
I mean, it's
Stray?
like people have any other kind of kink.
What? They put
It-
all that time and effort into putting on a costume to look your best, and then be like, "Yeah, but I don't want to fuck in it."
Yeah. You
That's
think there's
more-
mixed
I mean, it's-
messages here
it-
from Xana?
Yeah,
It
if
feels
you're
like
gonna
the
put that much
equivalent of,
effort
like,
in, then
those-
Why would you not?
It feels like the equivalent of those shitty pornos where like especially the incest ones where they just say, "Oh brother, oh sister." Who the fuck says that shit? It just still looks weird and ugh.
Well, when I have sex with Mama Cookie, I call her grandma,
That's not an issue with costumes, though. That's an issue with roleplay in general. Sure.
Yeah.
So Xana would never want to be having sex with a girl dressed as Cinderella because the entire time he'd just be thinking, "You're not really Cinderella.
Yeah. That's what he's telling us. I don't know.
You're the fake Cinderella."
Cinderella, like what? Like with a giant fucking bourgeois dress. Like how the fuck do you even take that shit off?
Oh, there's ways.
You'd know your thing with Mama Cookie and why you gonna come to Disney. Rent out the Princess Castle.
Xana, life finds a way.
Life finds a way.
The Princess Castle will never be clean again.
Hold on.
Neither will
I can
blood
only
on the
imagine the
side
stuff
of
people have done
dress.
in that castle. That castle costs like 10 grand a night, probably. Actually, really interested to know how much it costs. I'm gonna look it up. Because it's like a
So the girl
giant ass
dressed as
castle.
Cinderella, it's midnight. She doesn't turn into a pumpkin and just rage quits.
Oh, my Photoshop crashed. Hold on. Yay.
Apparently, it's an auction you have to do.
Hmm?
Also, I just realized that DC would be far more into the fairy godmother costume than the Cinderella one.
Well, yeah. Duh.
Holy shit. $40,000 a night.
Wait, sorry, what?
To stay in the Magic Kingdom Cinderella Castle, it's $40,000 a night.
Like the main one, the big one?
Yeah,
40 grand?
for one night.
You better believe that room is being steam cleaned every night because you're not paying that much to stay there just for funsies.
Wow.
Okay, wait. So that's the rumored price because apparently they've turned down up to 40,000 because it's apparently more expensive than that. Really?
What? How?
Yeah. Apparently it's by invite only or via contests and stuff. It's that exclusive.
That's kind of nuts.
Like, is everything made of gold? Like,
I hope so.
do they serve you
It looks
caviar
nice
in
inside,
bed? Like, I don't
but-
understand. Like, where the price tag? Like, it makes
No,
sense.
you don't get it. Actually, like Cinderella comes to your bed and fucks you.
Yeah. If I better get to have sex with Cinderella with that price.
You have to reenact. She's naked while you put a glass slipper on, and then she just bends over and you start fucking.
It better be. Because that at that price, goddamn.
Then if you don't pay that much, her evil stepmother comes in and takes you.
Because that's insane. Like, what?
Like, who are they even employing to work there if, like, most of the year it's empty?
Yeah.
I can only imagine the tips I would hope they actually get. Well, it looks like you get more than that. You get like gift cards, you get special access to the park during the day. So there's a bunch of perks with it. So it's not just the room, but still.
Still, then, like, what?
You realize you now have to try and just walk in there with your $400 pass just to see if they don't notice.
At least once. I did see a person get banned from Disney a little while ago for drinking the different waters in the park just to say he did it.
Oh, they brought their own water?
No, and they drink at every water fountain. They drink water bottles. They also went to different rivers and drank a little bit of water from the fountains and shit.
Okay, but why?
Like, for fucking TikTok bullshit. I drank water from every part of Disney. Here's my score. And then like he got like, oh yeah, so I got banned from Disney.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Weird.
I drank water from every part of Disney, and now I have dysentery.
Basically. I mean, that's why you go to Frontierland, right?
Oh god.
That's where you get
Well,
it
that's
at.
probably why they banned them, right? They're like, yeah, we're not dealing with this liability of you trying to drink out of pond water. Get out.
It's getting in time. This is Frontierland, the Oregon Trail. I died of dysentery. That's just part of the action.
Tuca said technically it'd be Disney-terry.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Anyway, I wouldn't spend $40,000 on a hotel room. Nope.
I get that, but how much do you think a trip with you and your whole family would be just for like 3 fucking nights?
Listen, we're all
you
gonna
know the
crash on
cost
your
is going
couch. You know that, right?
up. Yeah, oh yeah, you think so?
So it's free.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's thankfully that's a good thing. That's why I go there because it's a 45-minute drive away. I get free parking with the annual pass too, and then I've gone there just to get on like 1 or 2 rides and come straight home.
The
Or I
annual
can stay there
pass?
the entire day.
Yeah, I heard that as well.
So, and most of the time when I go out there, I'm actually going out to Orlando to do something, and it's like, well, Disney's like 10 minutes away. I'll go there for
Wait.
a bit while I kill time.
Did Stray just say that he has also a pass?
No, I said I also heard that.
Oh, anal pass? Yeah.
Yes.
I think
Actually,
that it
it's-
just pronounces it anal.
It's actually called the Fairy Dust Pass. Thank you very much.
The anal test? Sorry, what?
Yeah, it's actually called the Fairy Dust Pass. It's only available to Florida people that live here.
Wow. Yeah, how do you prove that?
Actually-
Like a home address?
Home address and ID and stuff. And actually, it's the only pass you can buy right now. They've suspended buying any other annual passes just because of how
Okay.
packed they are.
Can you say annual again?
He's definitely doing it
Annual?
on purpose.
You're saying anal, right?
I know. I'm fucking with you.
You're fucking with us, right?
Yeah. I'm fucking you.
Zena, say annual.
Anal.
Yes. Okay. Anyway.
I'll get you the anal pass, DC. Don't worry.
Okay.
Not for Mama CC though, just you.
Okay. Shit. All right.
See if I can get. Oh, that actually sounds like a good idea. I want to see if I can get an artist commission of like a Disney-fied sexy version of Annie.
Yeah.
I mean, there are artists that do like Disney-fied versions of characters.
Listen, if I go to Disney World, right? Should I cosplay?
Yes.
What the fuck would you cosplay as Shrek?
Wow. Okay. That's a little uncalled
Tough
for.
crowd.
That's right, Lord Farquaad. Or actually Donkey, because you already have the horse mask.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Just crossplay as Cinderella. Done.
I thought I was gonna cosplay as what's his face? The Gaston.
Yeah, Gaston, do you have the muscles for that?
Oh, you better believe it.
Got the French for that.
Yeah, I get the French.
You get a lot of muscles while drawing.
Yeah, my fingers are super ripped.
I'm sure Mama Cookie likes that.
So, Zena, be honest. If I was to go with the family, like Mama Cookie and the 3 kids, right? We go to Disney World. What is the optimal setup that we should do to enjoy ourselves there? You know what I mean?
Honestly,
as a veteran,
unfortunately, money really is the most optimal setup. Like spending money, you can if you have the Disney Resort pass. If you actually stay at a Disney Resort, like the official ones, you get half-hour to an hour early access before anyone else can get in the park.
For real?
So that's an automatic like 1 to 2, maybe 3 rides depending on how quick you are.
Yeah.
So that's like because there's been plenty of times I'll get there very opening. But there's already tons of people in here from all the Disney resorts. So you're already like, you walk in and, it's already an hour wait. Cool.
Yeah. Damn.
But getting that, you have to get the Disney pass, like the Genie pass, it's like $15 per person. And that's basically their version of like Lightning Lane where you just reserve seat.
So the Lightning Lane is there's like a VIP.
It's called Genie Pass now. Yeah, they just changed the name really.
The Genie Pass?
Yeah,
and you don't have to wait with all the peasants, basically, right?
You do. That's the thing. There's the regular line, and then there's the Lightning Lane / Genie Pass lane, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's $15 per day per person to use the pass, and then you request your Lightning Lane, and it'll say, "Oh, here's your pass. It's between 12 and 1 o'clock, or it starts at 12 and it ends within an hour."
Yeah.
So you get in the Lightning Lane, and then when you get like halfway through the lane, you scan your thing to like kind of like confirm you're there. Yeah. And then the moment you do that, that's when you can reserve the next Lightning Lane. You can only have one at a time.
Oh.
They're gonna scan my thing?
Yeah, scanning, yeah.
It's an anal pass, remember? They scan your anus, okay?
Oh.
But the shitty thing is like the very best rides actually cost extra on top of that. Like an extra $15 to $10 per person.
So it's like the Ultra Lightning Pass.
It's not even a pass. It's like every ride has their own individual thing. Like this brand new Star Wars.
Why do I feel like all this is a huge scam?
It really is. Like I only ever use the Genie Pass if I feel like being there all day, just because it's like it actually is useful. Like the thing is, if you want to take the most advantage of it, you have to be on your phone fucking constantly. Just refreshing it. See if one pops up early, because if someone cancels, then that little spot will be like, oh, free, I can just grab it.
Yeah.
It's if you have kids, it's gonna be hard.
Disney just sounds like a standing in line simulator. Like, oh, here's an hour line to do this ride, and then after that we'll go stand in the hour-long line to do this ride.
That's honestly what it is if you don't buy the pass. I've been there without the pass just to test it, and the fucking lines are shit. At least with the lightning lane stuff, you can reserve your thing. You can go eat or whatever because you know, hey, I have to wait half hour, an hour till my spot is up, and then instead of an hour, you're waiting, 15 minutes, and you can go eat or do something in that time. So that's why I said like money really does matter, unfortunately.
You take advantage that they're popular, right?
Exactly. I mean, if they're popular, people are gonna buy it. They know it's gonna sell.
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason I go there so often is because I'm so close. If I was anywhere further away, like fuck that. And the pass is $400 for me, but for like the most expensive pass, if you're outside of the state, it's $1,600. Which people buy, I guess, but fuck that shit.
They should just make it all virtual queuing, and then if it turns out you're in a queue about to get on one ride, and then you're in a position in a different queue, you just lose your spot and someone else nicks it.
That actually is a thing too. There is virtual queuing as well, and there's virtual queues for restaurants as well. It's a walk-in virtual queue. Like literally you have to download the app, and everything is based on the app.
So in answer to DC's question then, what do you have to do to get the most out of Disney? Start a new pandemic, get in there just before they shut the park.
Yeah, that's the shitty thing. I was watching YouTube videos like, hey, when's the best time to go? And every single time I went, it felt just as packed as the last time. There's no slow time at all.
There's no slow days?
Not real.
Like you go to Tuesday morning and it's packed.
Like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are going to be less busy than Saturday, but not a ton busy. Just like instead of 100% packed, it's 85% packed.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like that's why they're not selling more annual passes because they are already so fucking packed. And there's I think like a bunch of new rides in development, like Guardians of the Galaxy, Tron. Oh, they have a bunch of stuff on the way.
Okay, so what else can we talk about? Because I don't know how many times I can stand Dana saying anal pass.
You don't like an anal pass?
I'm gonna break at some point.
Again, I was like, he's doing it on purpose. He has to be.
Yeah, I mean we're in a sex talk.
Hey Rick. 100% packed is the tagline for the anal pass.
We should. Yeah, is that going to be the name of the arcade? Or you have to get the anal pass to play the games?
Yeah. Oh god, man.
I did see a guy run over an alligator last time I went to Disney. That was fun.
Sorry, what? Run over one?
Well, he just ran over one because there was still pieces of flesh all over the road.
Oh, he ran over an alligator like on the way to
So
the park?
it was some truck. He'd already pulled over, but like the back half of that gator was gone.
Oh god. Is there a lot around the park?
Gator?
Not a whole lot, but it is. It's a swampy area. Middle of Florida is. So you see plenty of gators.
The gators.
I had some gator.
Have you ever
2 years
wrestled
ago.
one?
I've sat on top of a couple, yeah. Actually, I rode a manatee a while back. That was fun.
You rode a manatee?
Manatee, yeah. You just like lay on top of it, have some lettuce, and you can just kind of make it follow where you want to go.
Oh, that's weird.
It's 100% illegal. You cannot do that. But I was a little kid.
Yeah, aren't they like protected or something?
I think they're less protected now, just because they've been populating more. But for the most part, they're still endangered technically. But they're not like very badly endangered. But yeah, gator is delicious. Definitely eat some.
I swear I think I've tried it once, but I don't remember what it tasted like, so.
I'll send you some gator jerky next time, okay?
All
Some
right.
space shit.
Alright.
Actually, I think I tried to send you food last time, but like there was an extra price for sending food.
Yeah, that's weird. I feel like this arcade is gonna take me forever to make.
There's a lot of colorful pieces.
Yeah, and just little pieces of everything, you know? A lot of little things.
Yeah, a lot of little details.
As long as it's all on different layers, so at least we can do the backgrounds without you having to redraw everything.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. The best thing about me. Wait, what is that for?
What okay, is this planned to be part of? I mean, I know for the dating stuff in the end, but like, is it gonna be added beforehand?
This stuff we're gonna use for probably Rhonda's story, and the mainly the dating, but also for some stories. Yeah.
Is Rhonda gonna have any stuff with it, or just gonna be added in with that patch?
She's gonna be having sex with a DDR machine.
Oh, nice. No, she's very limber, so I guess that works.
Xana, stop fishing for spoilers on a public stream. Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm not fishing for spoilers. She's the one adding it. Plus, I didn't even think we'd be adding bowling alley.
Well, Stray's been pushing for it because he wants to do the minigame so bad.
Speaking of
Yes,
which,
oh.
that is a great segue for me leaving because I have to go, and it's definitely not related to the bowling minigame at all. Honest. See you later.
Honest.
Bye.
Yes, Stray.
Actually, I remember when you were making the exterior, people kept wanting there to be like a house on top of it. Was that a thing?
A house on top of what?
The bowling alley. Like,
Oh.
wasn't there supposed to be like people wanted there to be like an apartment up there or some shit?
Oh no, I'm not doing that. I mean,
You know, the Tattoo Parlor 2.0.
yeah.
Basically, like June living up there. Or,
She just lives at the arcade.
like her family owns it or some shit. You drew it a while back. I can't remember the exact conversation.
Yeah, I know. I don't think it's needed. Like, I think it's fine.
Yeah. Well, I think it's because certain characters don't have quote unquote homes, so
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to give everybody a house.
But I would rather just use some of the houses that already exist on the map, you know?
Yeah.
Like, let's use those first as actual houses, and then, you know, if we run out of space, then maybe, but at this point, I think we're okay.
Yeah, there's plenty of houses that are just kind of just placeholders.
So, Sploosh, how was your weekend?
Much better than last weekend.
Don't tell me you're still sick.
Nope, I'm pretty much over it. I mean, I'm still hacking up nasty shit every day, but
From COVID?
I don't think it was COVID because I wasn't sick long enough. I was down for like 2 days.
You still have taste and all that.
Nope, I kept my sense of taste and smell, so I don't think it was COVID. I think it was just bad flu.
I mean, that's the thing is that anytime anyone gets sick, the first thought is, "Oh shit, COVID."
Yeah.
Other than that, my weekend was fine. Like I said, I think I found a new dog that I'm gonna adopt.
From where did you find
sweet.
that dog?
I monitor Greyhound Rescue.
Oh, you
And-
like check it out or something?
Yeah, I just check it out every once in a while, and I checked it this weekend, and they have one that I think I really want.
Oh boy.
So I've got people coming out to look
Visit-
at my house.
Visit
Yeah,
you?
they do a house visit.
For real?
Yeah, yeah.
Gotta make sure. Gotta make sure you're
Well,
not a
it's-
weirdo, right?
Yeah, I get it. Like, they have to make sure that you're equipped to handle a greyhound. Like,
Yeah, it's like adopting a child.
kind of, yeah.
Jesus. Alright.
Thing is, it's more rigorous adopting a child than having your own child. I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah.
I like sighthounds, the breeds of sighthounds, so like greyhounds and Salukis and Whippets and stuff. Like, I love that breed of dog. So
Saluki?
people are asking why greyhounds. They're called sighthounds.
Oh.
I don't really see greyhounds that often, or just that kind of dog.
Yeah, and like they're racing dogs predominantly, right? And there's so many of them that like they live their lives just in a kennel 24/7.
they
And
have a
then once they
purpose
get to be, 5 or 6 years old and they can't race anymore, like they just don't have anywhere to go. And so they like either end up being put down or they end up like in a dog pound and shit. And so like it's like a good cause at least. Like they're really good animals. They have a very nice, sweet temperament, and they deserve better than that. So it's just kind of a thing I got involved in.
They just look creepy a little bit, I find.
Oh, I think they're really elegant and beautiful looking. I think.
Yeah.
I think they look good, but it's one of those breeds that to me always looks kind of like skittish. I guess because of how skinny they are.
Yeah, they have the same temperament of like deers.
Hey, Jab.
Yeah, like deer in the head, like just like huh? What?
Yeah, and like they'll like because like speed is their only self-defense. Like they're very quick to like skittish is a good word, right? Like if they're afraid, they'll just take off on you and stuff. Which is why you have to be equipped to handle a greyhound as well. Like you have to have the right kind of yard and stuff because if they get loose, like you're not catching them.
How fast do you run?
Not that fast. They go like 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Yeah, actually, I lived near a horse racing track for a while, and they did occasional like dog racing stuff occasionally. It was crazy. You know, I lived close enough in like a building that was high enough where I could just get on the roof and watch them. Fucking damn.
Gambling at a young age, Xander?
Not gambling, but I did hate all the people there because they were unclean as shit. They just trashed the whole area. Like especially the ones that were people from the area. They come to our store, and they took a shit in there because they throw their shitty toilet paper on the ground instead of in the toilet. So that was awesome. This is in New Orleans? Yeah.
Alright, I think I got most of the basic pieces done to start working on this, I think.
Everything except for the shooter?
Well, the shooter I'm just duplicating. Lazy Cookie.
Oh, yeah.
I'm using the machine on the left, the fighter machine.
Nice.
Yeah. Lazy Cookie.
Come up with the names later.
Yeah.
So you're thinking for the fighting game we'll do something Orchette related?
Yeah, probably would be fun, yeah. Because I think like this location is definitely going to be used a lot when we revisit Eric, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think there needs to be some type of content in there that's related to what he likes, which is like, Orchette stuff.
Yeah.
So I think it's good to have that, at least one of the machines related to that,
Before you banish Eric from town, right?
It'd be funny if Eric was banned though, and you had to help him get unbanned from the location.
Of course he is. Yeah, we caught him doing some stuff.
Caught him jerking off at the Orchette machine.
Yeah. Somebody reported sticky joysticks.
This is gonna make people hate Eric even more.
Okay, we have to find ways to make Eric a good friend that helps you. How is Eric gonna help you here? Like help you like beat the game or something? But Hey, spoiler. DC, you should get a Groenendael puppy. What is that? I don't know what that is.
I mean, how many girls are gonna frequent this arcade without dates, aside from June?
Probably just June and maybe Lily.
Maybe Josephine, Lily. Yeah, Lily would be there.
I guess Eve could be there too. She likes fighting games, but I mean, she has her own fighting game at home, so I don't know why she would need to go to the arcade to play.
Yeah, but it's not because you have games at home that you can't go to an arcade.
Yeah.
I mean,
Josephine
Eric can help you get June, but I don't think he'd like that.
Cassie at the Cupid store.
Yeah.
He'd probably be in there. I don't know. There's
Fucking
characters.
nerd girls.
A huge PP. Groenendaels are the coolest looking dog you'll ever see. That's a bold statement.
I mean, you could just fuck over Eric more if June goes there. Like, oh wow, Eric has a top score, and you just take it from him. I'm like, nah, I do.
Okay, what's the colors for this room? Is this actually black in the back?
The back has to usually be black, and then the bottom is like black or like blue with like the wavy design that you see in arcades. Because it's really the neon lights that pop everything.
Yeah, the carpet
Like
has
the
to be
black light kind of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be a.
Arcades in my neck of the woods definitely did not look like that. But
Oh, really?
yeah, mine were more just like boring. I
I'm gonna
guess.
just type in like arcade design on Google Images.
Yeah.
A lot
I
of them
will.
are pretty similar.
I'm just like the base colors, you know? Gotta figure that out.
Although the blacklight thing might be funny scene or two, you know, if there actually is a blacklight filter in the arcade. So, hey, you got something on your shirt there, on your face.
Yeah, I guess dark is the way to go. I don't. Is black going to be too dark?
We'll see.
Well, it's really the neon lights that make everything, I guess, it pop. Like, it's supposed to be dark, so nothing, the glare doesn't really hit the screens that much.
Forest purple.
That's often why there's like an overhang on top of the arcades, so the lights up top don't get on the screen.
Here. Tron light
A
on
lot
the
of
field.
arcades are painted black.
That's what you get for living in the woods, Sploosh, the spoiler says. That's right. That's what you get.
Mhm.
Purple, right? There's a lot of purple right now, but it's gonna change. This is like blacker. You cannot hear whatever Mindright says. Yeah, Mindright's been, his microphone is not picking up very well. I think he mumbled a little too. Mumbly.
He's a mumble rapper.
Yeah. Just like you, Xana.
Yeah, I love that anal, you know?
You love your anal pass.
That's right. Magical world of Disney.
Okay. That's good. The machines, I don't know, man. I have to look at some references probably to figure out what the colors are going to be. But I think the racing one is usually yellow, right? Or something?
Yeah, like yellow or red, just like the fast car colors.
Yeah. So we could do that.
When was the last time you went to an arcade, DC?
A long time. The DDR could be red. Could it? Or would it be
Usually it's
white?
like blue and pink, right?
Blue and pink?
I mean, that's what the DDR colors usually are. Like neon pink, bright blue.
Hold on, let's see. DDR.
Oh, are you
machine.
googling? Okay.
Maybe pink, red, just like really bright colors.
It's like kind of like everything, really. But I kind of like the this one here that I'm looking at. Hold on. Let's do
All I know is arcades in Japan are very different. They have so many games you've never seen in America.
Yeah. It's a little crazy.
They also
though.
go. Yeah, they go crazy over there. I went to 2 welts over there last time, and I was just amazed how good these people were.
There's a lot of people that are addicted to gambling too over there.
Oh yeah, the pachinko machines were crazy. I walked into one, but I didn't play any while I was there. But it was loud as shit, and people were just so focused on the game.
Yeah.
The only gambling game we have is, well, not really gambling, it's the poker mini game, which people always don't know how to fucking play poker.
I should be a bit easier to hear now.
Yeah, that's much better.
A lot better, yeah.
You should definitely put a Polybius machine somewhere in the arcade. What's a polybius? Polybius? I don't know what that is, Jody. Maybe I'm not old enough to know this one. I don't know. Doesn't ring a bell.
Nope, I got nothing.
Sploosh, are you still playing that Pokemon game?
No, I haven't been playing any games recently.
That's it? You got your fill of it, and
Yeah,
you're like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting one of the new consoles that came out like 2 years ago now. At this point,
Which
but,
one?
Series X.
yeah, the Series X.
Oh,
I was thinking about getting one, and then I had found that dog, and I'm like, yeah, I can either get the console or the dog, and I think I'll get the dog.
Wow.
We get to Nintendo Switch and play Nintendogs.
There you go.
Interesting, Jody. I don't know. I mean, maybe. I'm gonna have to put stuff on the walls. Like I could put posters of like, you know, Easter eggs and stuff. You know, we could do that.
Science too, probably. You know, just kitty kind of things.
I already have a really good PC, Yorick, and I don't really game on my PC very much because I work on my PC all the time. So
You're already
I
on
get
it all
tired.
day.
Yeah, I get tired like of sitting at my PC desk.
Well,
And
couldn't
so when I
you,
want to relax and video game, I like enjoy going and sitting on a nice comfortable couch and.
Well, I was gonna say, couldn't you get like a wireless mouse or keyboard and connect your computer to your TV so you're just further away and comfy your spot?
I mean, I could, but
I mean, I do that a lot. Well, not now, but I used to do it with my desktop and just play PC games on my big TV on my couch.
Oh, really?
I mean, I could also just buy an Xbox Series X or whatever and just game on that.
True, but it'd still be cheaper just to get like a wireless mouse and HDMI cord.
Yeah, I suppose.
Plus, with like
More of a
remember
pain
with
in
the
the
Xbox,
ass, though.
only with the Xbox, it has the Game Pass, which is compatible with Windows. So everything you get on Windows, you can get on the Xbox.
Hmm.
It's kind of one of the main points of the Game Pass stuff is you can just do it on both.
Hmm.
I mean, that's why I have a Series X because I can't play games for shit on my laptop.
Yeah. Well, I haven't gotten one yet because when I was younger, man, I was when new systems came out, I'd get them like day one, right? Like
But it's
either
younger
pre-order
for
them
you.
or go look all around. Well, like in my early 20s and shit. And now, as I get older and I have other stuff to do besides game, it's like I'll get one eventually when there's a bunch of stuff to play on it.
If your job wasn't being on the computer, it'd probably be different. Because my job is I'm working constantly, but when I get home, it's like, fuck, I just want to sit down and play a game. But since
Yeah.
you're
Xana's
away
talking
from
to
home
us
all
and he's
day.
like doing dishes right now. I'm telling you.
No, I'm trying to figure out my anal pass.
Oh, your anal pass? Yeah.
Actually, I'm putting my socks and shoes on. I'm about to head out.
Where are you going,
Yeah.
Xana?
Heading to work.
Yeah,
Are you
This
still
time
working
of
at the
year.
pizza place?
Yeah, this time of year it's tourist season, so busy.
Just skip work for one day.
I mean, I'm taking off a full week to take a 52-hour train to San Francisco in like a month.
San Francisco?
Yeah,
What for?
no reason. I just fucking bored, so I just figured I'd take a flight from Florida to Chicago, take a 52-hour train, like a scenic train, and then just fuck around in San Francisco for 4 days till I go home.
What the hell?
I mean, you can do a lot of stuff when you have no kids, no,
Damn.
just fucking do shit.
Alright. Fine.
Take that, DC.
Yeah,
I mean,
apparently.
Low blow.
That's
Can you
Well, that's what
guys?
people always ask, like, "Oh, you're going to X place alone? Why?" It's like, because I can, and I don't have to like listen to anyone else. I can just do stuff.
Has working at the pizza place made you hate pizza yet?
No, just our pizza. Like, I can still eat other places' pizza. You just get tired of your own pizza, just because it's the same ingredients.
Yeah,
I
the
go to other
sauce,
places.
like the sauce smells the same, and you're like, ugh.
Yeah, it's just that's why anytime there's like a new menu option, everyone chimes like, "Oh shit, this is delicious," and then after another month, it's like, "Okay, that's boring again."
Yeah.
I'd be worried about it.
Used to
I love pizza too much to do that to
Fuck
myself.
with that.
Nah,
Yeah.
I just hate our brand of pizza. I'll still go other places and eat pizza. It's just fine. I used to work at an ice cream place, and that killed me off of ice cream for like a year.
Oh, really?
Just because we were allowed,
We were
or it was
allowed
an
to eat
ice
it?
cream slash. You know, that's the thing. It was an ice cream slash sub place. We were allowed a $10 thing every single day of whatever we wanted to eat.
Wow.
And I took the fucking advantage of that. After about a month, I was like, okay, I don't want to take advantage of this anymore.
See, they're smart because like they did that just so they get it out of your system, right? So the employees like, I don't want any of this anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And I was working at a pier, so it was busy as shit. That was a good thing though, because 95% of our customers were wearing bikinis. A lot of hot chicks.
Oh
There.
yeah.
I wonder if the turnaround at that place is like crazy, right? Like people come and work and just eat the crap out of the ice cream for a month and then they all quit.
Well, it was because I was like 15, 16 at the time, and all of
yeah.
us were like under 20s, so the turnover was really quick.
Yeah.
And you're scooping ice cream. It's not like we're doing hard work. It's pretty easy to train someone for that. I mean, you could train somebody to draw like DC. It's not that hard. Or actually, how many coders have we gone through so far?
Not that many, like 3, 4.
Well, who's the first? Arizona, right?
Yeah.
Then was Dogeek after Arizona?
Panda
No,
was
Panda.
after that.
Panda, that's right, Panda.
Panda's just like completely disappeared too.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've occasionally seen Dogeek, I think, but
Panda disappeared. He works in China. He's in China.
He disappeared into the Orient, never to be seen again.
Yeah, pretty much.
He posted one too many Winnie the Pooh pictures.
He went from South Africa to China, which is odd travel destination, but.
You're in Somalia. What do you have to say? You get a lot of business over there.
Yeah, of course. Swoosh, you want to finish this background for me?
Oh, totally. Yeah, let me get out my stick figure drawing.
Zena, you want to help?
I'm about to put my shoes on and go to work.
Thanks,
You getting
guys.
tired of it already, DC?
Not all this background specifically, because it's just so heavy in detail. I'm gonna be drawing this thing forever. You know, it's like an arcade
Yeah.
with tons of different unique machines. With all of them have decals and motifs and designs on them. Every surface has neon light fucking patterns. Like it's just cancer of backgrounds, you know.
Yeah, just think of all the people that are gonna love it, DC. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Everyone's
We're
gonna love
actually
it.
gonna do stuff in there.
And barely notice the damn background because they're gonna be looking for
Yeah.
characters with big tits. Yep, I get it.
Or just clicking through it just to get to the sex scene.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, can't wait.
Well, there is some posing stuff you could do if you want to take a break. I posted some stuff in.
No, it's okay. I mean, I'm gonna stop
Posing.
streaming soon anyway.
Work stuff to do.
Work stuff? No.
How's that coming frame coming along that you were saying is gonna be really hard to make look good?
Oh, I didn't do it yet. I did all the
You
other
better
stuff
do it,
for
DC.
I know.
That's the one thing I'm looking forward to in the next batch. So
Alright.
make it good.
Good job, young man. See you guys later. Good luck with your beautiful arcade.
I think Sploosh is turning into Stray. All right, see you, Xana.
Later.
Have fun with your anal pass.
Oh, so much fun.
See ya.
Later, then.
Uh,
You think I'm turning into Stray? What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know. These devs, man.
I'm not that picky, am I?
No, but if you don't get something that you want, you get a little emotional. Like you get a little like, you know, Stray's like that a little bit too.
uh,
That's okay. I get it.
well, Stray mocked up that thing, and I instantly fell in love with it. I was like, yes, I want to see that. And I was all excited, and then all out of nowhere, you're like, I don't think it's gonna look very good. And I was like, no.
Yeah, don't trust the artist who's doing art telling you that things are not gonna look too good. You know, just do it, DC. Just do it. You're the yes man, remember? Oh, okay. Yes, guys.
Yeah,
I'll do
make it nice.
Just
Make it nice, DC.
You remind me of like producers when I used to work in the video game industry in studios.
Oh no.
Yeah. Just make it look nice, guys. Okay. Yeah, we'll make it look really nice. Yeah, guys, I don't think I think we're gonna go in a different direction. We're gonna do a freemium game, and we're gonna make things a little bit more vibrant. Okay? Can you guys make it more vibrant? Yeah.
Make it pop.
We'll do that. We'll do that. It's not gonna look good though, but we'll do that. Yeah, but just make it look good. It's like the cancer of working in the video game industry, you know.
So I'm the cancer on Summertime Saga now?
No. I'm just saying you remind me of the cancer.
Yeah, you're saying I'm the cancer on Summertime.
No. You remind me. This is different.
Oh man, I'm turning into that guy. I don't want to be that guy.
I'm joking. Another decent arcade film is the second short film, The Bishop of Battle, from the anthology of film Nightmares. Huh. I don't think I've seen that one, Jody. DC making some plans for future project? No. I was just joking. How do you make it look vibrant? Well, they don't tell you that. Oh man.
Yeah. I don't know how he's supposed to make it look good. I'm just telling him to make it look good.
No, it's because like I remember when I was working for Disney, and I'm saying this because this ties into one of the actual feedback I got from Disney once. We're working on a game. We're working on a game for Disney, and like I forget what it was. There was a point in the game where the villain appeared. Okay. And it's one of the Disney characters, okay? And it appears, and there's a lot of smoke and a lot of things, and like, it's it's supposed to feel threatening and dark. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because that's a climax in the story and an important point where the villain appears, blah blah blah, and you have to see. You know, there's the antagonist, and anyway, we had to make it look impactful, right? And we did a mock-up of the scene, and it looked awesome, right? Everybody in the studio were like, "This is amazing! Like that looks amazing, right?" And then we were appointed a few producers from Disney, right, to oversee our project as a collaboration, right, with Disney, right, with the studio, okay. And we're in a meeting, we're presenting everything. The project is doing really well. Me and the art team did a great team. Like my team did an awesome job, right? And I'm presenting the project with the other managers at the studio, and the producer says something like, "I don't know, this is a little too dark, I think." I mean, and we're like, "No, it's not, because here's our target audience. Like we made research, like we spent money to make sure that this was on point. You know what I mean? Like we were covering all our angles to make sure that this was, it was bulletproof, okay?" But this guy, right, who had never done games before, like this is a producer that Disney appointed to work with us on the project, right? Never made a game in his life, doesn't know anything about art, okay? Just some person that they hired, okay, from Disney, right, headquarters. And he's like, I forget what he said. He said, "It's a little bit too much dark, I think, guys. I think we should only do bright colors for the game, like as a whole, like as an art direction, right?" And then we look at each other and we're like, but there's villains, like we're not making Candy Crush, like you know what I mean? Like we're we're making a game where there's like an event and there's like gonna be like a story and there's gonna be villains and they're like, yeah, I don't know, can you guys make it more vibrant? And we all looked at each other, we're like,
Yeah.
like with no feedback, like no other reasoning other than like, yeah, I don't really like. I think it's too dark. Okay, we don't want to scare the children that are gonna play it. It's like it's not scary. Like it's not we made a horror movie. You know what I mean? Like it's not like it wasn't that dark. Like it was it was very reasonable. Okay, like there's Disney movies that have way scarier moments in their films than we did in that game. Okay. But this one producer was just like, we can't move forward with the project unless we revisit how vibrant the game is, basically, right?
Yeah.
So, trust me, you're not like that, Swoosh. But that's one thing that I don't miss from working in the video game industry, right? And now, not every project is like that. But there's always a certain level of that happening whenever you work on a project in the industry. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter which studio you work on, with or whatever at, and it doesn't matter what project you're on. There's always going to be moments like that where the creative team, as a whole, all have a vision and you're loving where it's going, and then some kind of executive decision or producer is going to step in and be like, yeah, we talked to marketing and, we're going to add loot boxes now, right? Because we're going to increase our revenue by 10% if we release with that kind of mechanic and monetization, right? You know what I mean? And then everyone's like, yeah, but the game is awesome right now without loot. Like, we have to change the whole game to accommodate this new monetization. Like you're turning the game into some garbage, like, anyway, so there's those kind of changes, and there's like visual changes, then there's story changes, like there's always like bullshit changes that happen because somebody was like, we can make more money or have a larger audience if we take that out or if we change that to this bullshit, you know what I mean? And then it eventually always strays away from the vision that the team has to make a great game, you know what I mean? So, like, whenever you see a movie where you're like, wow, there's so much potential, but somebody made a horrible decision and turned this into garbage, 99% of the time, that's exactly what happened. Whether it's a game or a movie or something like that, right? Whenever you have a great movie and you're like, wow, why did it do that? That was so dumb. Like, this movie could have been so good without this bullshit. You know what I mean? That's always that. That's exactly what happened. There's an executive producer that was like, you know what? My kids really like teddy bears, so I think we should change all these characters to teddy bears. And everyone in the team is like, wait, sorry, what? Like, we've worked a year on this, and now you want us to start from scratch? We only have 3 months before we have to meet this deadline to ship. And they're like, yeah, just try to do it, right? It's like no understanding of what it takes or what the scope is, like just some bullshit like decision at the last minute to change everything to the worst, Like, that happens all the time. Video games, movies, TV shows, you name it, Like, there's always going to be, like, some shitty decision, like, I don't know, right?
Well, we definitely don't have any of that on Summertime Saga team right now. So
Yes, I know. But I'm just giving you examples of, like, why, like, I'm scarred. I'm scarred of working in the video game and movie industry. Like, there's always stuff like that, And I think it hurts the most when you're on the creative team, right? Because it's like 99% of the time it affects you the most, and it's just they don't understand the time and the requirements to make changes like that sometimes, and how it affects the quality of the project, right? Like what the fans and people are actually gonna feel and see when they play or when they watch the movie, because like not every fan of a game or a movie is well versed in making those things, right? But they definitely can feel when something is bad, if that makes sense. Like, you don't need to be a movie expert or a game dev or a game expert to feel when a game is bad and bad, or when a game is enjoyable and is fun. You know what I mean by that? Like, you'll feel it when a story in a movie is appealing and is engaging. You don't have to have a master's in fucking filmmaking to know that. You know what I mean? but a lot of executives in the entertainment industry don't really come into a project as a fan or someone that's trying to enjoy the product. They're coming as we need to maximize how much profit we're going to make out of this because it's a big investment. Like that's where they get into it that way, like with that mentality or that approach, right? So it clashes. It always fucking clashes. It always does. You know what I mean? No matter what. Like no matter. No
like
matter
for example, when you were talking about your bad guy intro and how it was set up, and then him coming in having like no familiarity with the story behind the bad guy or how you set him up.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, and just saying like, oh, it's too dark, we need to add more bright, like let's get some rainbows and clouds and happy clouds and smiles and shit in there because it's Disney. And it's like, well, no, like that just clashes with everything else in the game, but they have no understanding. Like, yeah, I know exactly where you're coming from and stuff like that. And then there's nothing you can do about it because they're the one that's in charge and has the final say, and so you're just stuck, and it just ruins everything.
Yeah, for sure. I think the worst part though is that like that for that particular example, like it was a partnership between two companies, right? So we were working with Disney, right? It's like, imagine like, I don't know, like Ubisoft or whatever, right? Made a Disney game, right? Because Disney doesn't necessarily have a game studio, you know what I mean? They don't make games, right? So they license, you license an IP, right? So let's say you make a Star Wars game or something like that, right? So you work with Disney, right? You're like, okay, we're going to take your license for Star Wars, for example, right? We're going to make a Star Wars game. And you're going to tell Disney, you don't have to put any money into it. And we're not going to pay for the license. And we're going to give you 20% of all sales, right? So there's deals that are done like that sometimes. Sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes you pay for the license, but Disney doesn't get anything, right? So it depends what the fine print is for the actual deal. But anyway, a lot of game studios will do that with different IPs, whether it's Disney or it's something else. You know what I mean? Whether it's, I don't know, Jurassic Park or whatever, right? Or Lego or whatever, right? So you have this partnership sometimes, but part of the deal is it's not just the money, but it's also how you're going to produce the project, right? And how it's going to be released and what the final look is going to be and what it's going to be about, right? So Disney might not have a say in the actual daily how to make the game, but they're definitely going to have a say in like what the final product looks like, right? Because they want to make sure that their IP is not tarnished or it's not looking like, you're not going to make a horror game with, Disney princesses, right?
No, but that would be awesome.
It would be awesome, but they would never allow it, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, it's one of the reasons why I'm like, man, it'd be hard for me to go back into the gaming industry or any kind of entertainment industry because it's just, sometimes you're gonna hit a studio that has the majority control of what they're making, and and the project is good, and the management level of the studio is great, and the lead, all the leads are great, and the whole team is great, and and you have a good budget, and there's a great vision. It happens, right? But it's very rare, it's very rare because as a studio gets bigger and they make more successful projects, the more it becomes ran in a way of making money, you know what I mean? Instead of running it in the way of just making a good project, right? And a lot of people cash in when they get to that point. A lot of studios do a few good titles and they cash in. They like sell their studio to someone, right? To Activision or to whatever, right? So, anyway.
Well, luckily you don't have to worry about that.
No, yeah, we don't.
You're in charge of exactly what's getting made, and I think as a team we all have the same vision.
Well, I think the
broad
other
strokes,
devs are more
right?
in charge. I'm more of the yes man, I think, on the team, but
Well, I think in broad strokes, in broad strokes, we all have the same vision for the game, right?
Listen,
it's just the little things.
I get
it's the
food
little
served in a little
things that we
bowl on
fight
the
over.
floor every day. I just eat my food, wag my tail, and I just, I'm happy,
Oh my gosh. Now DC's playing the victim card. That's my role.
All right, guys. All right, mine ride. Swoosh. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye. All right, guys. I'm gonna go. Have a good night. I'll be back tomorrow and continue this damn background. This background is gonna kill me. There's so much detail in it, but we'll get through it this week. I promise. All right. So have a good night and see you tomorrow, guys.